Hello and welcome to this 13 podcast all about Taiwan. I'm in Kaohsiung and feeling pretty lonely, so it's the perfect time to open up Tinder and look for a one-night fling. Ready to dive into the world of love hotels with me?
Keep your wings, le podcast.
Chapter 13, Tactical Alignment. I finally arrived in Kaohsiung, this major city also located on the west coast of Taiwan, after several days of traveling from small town to small town. My friend, who had joined me on a motorbike in Kending, has been living here for several years. I get to my hostel in the late afternoon, exhausted after many hours of bus travel. I take a moment to reflect on my trip, full of intense emotion, and realize that it's already the end of February. Time has flown by since I left the Taiwanese capital. I begin to realize that it's been a while since I've, scored, but I've been out of the game for almost 2 months. Despite an evening spent exploring the mod of a petite Italian girl in Dulan, nothing concrete had happened since then. I decide to take out my phone again, the ultimate weapon against the blue balls feared by many of my friends. Without any pressure, without even an ounce of shame or regret, I dive straight into Tinder, the ultimate tool against a traveler's fake loneliness. I opt for a direct approach, inviting someone back to my hostel. However, this isn't a Western-style hostel, so I need to be discreet to avoid getting caught or even reported by my roommates. The Taiwanese are very kind, but rivalry between guys is always present, and rules are taken seriously. There's no wingman here. I decide to suggest to my match that she sneak into the hostel and meet me in the showers. Bold, forbidden, sexy. A real package I offer to Noémie, 33 years old. Shocked, surprised, astonished, she replies within a minute.
Sounds like fun. Which exits through the need?
Exit 4. Hostel name is literally less than 1 minute walk. Let's say 11:30 to be sure. Do you want something to drink from 7-Eleven? My plan worked. Even though I'm still a little unsure, it's shaping up to be challenging. Around 11:30 p.m., I head to the metro station to meet Noémie. Smoldering gaze, slick back hair, subtle lipstick, killer smile, I'm instantly charmed. Unlike the other women I'd met before, like Marie and Fiona, Noémie hugs me when she sees me. I smile back, almost disarmed by her intense gaze and the aura of charm she exudes. We head to 7-Eleven to grab 2 Taiwan beer, a must-have here. I was surprised you respond to my proposition, I joke.
I was never of her rate like that. I like taking risk and feel like, it was worth it.
But damn, how does she disarm me so easily? It's a trap, I think. Yet Noémie is very cheerful, sociable, has an interesting conversation, and I find myself falling for her. She's not looking to settle down right away, doesn't want kids for now, wants to travel, and is tired of the social pressure from a family about still being single. Do you want another beer? I offer after finishing mine.
We didn't come here to drink, did we?
Exactly, I reply, blown away by her boldness. What do we do? Head to the hostel?
Perfect, I'm following you.
I'll check to make sure no one's in the common area first.
I'll wait for you downstairs.
I get in the elevator, trying to calm down my boner, and burst out into the lobby. I scan my card and realize that the common area located at the entrance is full of Taiwanese people. About 15 people are laughing, playing Monopoly, drinking tea and snacking on chips. In my head, a light "damn it" echoes. A perpetual chorus turning my brain into a pressure cooker, ready to explode. Plan B, plan B, plan B. I keep repeating to myself as I return to the elevator. The doors open and I stand there awkwardly in front of my date.
Is something wrong?
She asks with a pout. Common room is packed with people playing Monopoly. I mean, come on, it's almost 1 a.m.
Well, it's not a big deal. You can just go somewhere else.
Where? Your place?
No way, I live with my parents. But we could go to the Moto?
Also known as a love hotel. My eyes widen. A motel? I never would have thought of that. As we head to the nearest one, we start talking about social custom in Taiwan.
Here, family is very, very important to us. Most people stay with their parents for a long time. Even when they are married, they usually live in the same house, taking the upper floor while the parents occupy the ground floor. However, when it comes to privacy, it's really complicated for us young people. We can never truly be alone. That's why many people I know go to motels to spend some quality time together. It's not always about affairs and cheating, just a way to share a few hours of intimacy with someone you love. Sometimes people go to love hotel simply because there isn't enough space in their own homes.
Noémie explained. I listened intently and realized I had completely biased views of motels. We finally arrive at the establishment. Only a garage sign indicates what it is. We descend into an underground parking lot where the reception is located. Noémie handles the details and I take care of the payment. It costs 35 euros for 3 hours in a motor room. A fairly attractive price that doesn't hurt my wallet as much as I expected. We receive a key card with the number 25 on it. We walk through the parking lot until we find a garage door labeled 25. The metal shutter opens slowly. Behind it, an empty space with a door against the back wall. Once inside, the garage door closes automatically, and we start climbing the stairs hidden at the back of the room. We emerge into a room with Roman-style columns, a large double bed, a steam room, a jacuzzi, a shower, and a TV. In short, pure luxury. Each room in a love hotel is a different theme, and some are more expensive than others. I haven't had the chance to try them all, of course, but this was probably the theme available when we arrived. A truly life-changing experience. It's almost 4:30 a.m. when I take a taxi with Noémie back to my hostel. We part ways with a passionate kiss, which probably made the driver uncomfortable, but who cares. As soon as I get out, I receive a message from her saying she had a great evening and she would like to see me again. I won't be staying in Kaohsiung for long, but I also had a pleasant night. Plus, it allowed me to learn new things about Taiwan, its people and their way of life. An evening full of emotions, learning and discovery. A few days later, as I arrive in Chiayi, a modest city in western Taiwan, a big problem arises. I've lost my bank card. Before, I had already managed to block my credit card while I was still in Taipei. Another dark story involving alcohol. But this time it's different. I simply forgot to take my card from the ATM. Yes, I really did that. I turned back, but it was too late, of course. With the help of a Belgian friend, I managed to block my card and inform my parents about the arrival of a new credit card, which they will have to send me to Taiwan. They are thrilled to go through this tedious process for the second time in just few months.
Oh no, this can't be happening. You're not paying attention to anything, good grief.
So, I decided to head to Taichung earlier than planned, a fairly large city north of Chiayi, where I can find a DHL to retrieve my replacement card. But now I'm limited in terms of cash and I desperately need a backup plan. I barely have any money on me. An idea comes to mind. A strategy to take advantage of everything I was owed back in Taipei. Dominic owns a restaurant in Taichung. It's the perfect opportunity to impose myself and find work, and maybe even cheap or free accommodation. It was my turn to be crafty. Off to Taichung, I go. After setting in, I decided to contact Charles, the manager of Dominic's restaurant. I remember keeping his Facebook contact, and I recall him mentioning a job opening. So I tried to bypass my former boss, hoping that Charles can hire me instead. I find the address and let him know that I'll be stopping by to ensure he'll be there. He is, and he invites me to try their Belgium-style mitraillette, which is sandwiches filled with fries, meat and sauce. It's clear, Char and I are going to get along just fine.